Territory politics, and it's my great pleasure to introduce the Honourable Gerard Maley, who's the Territory's Deputy Chief Minister and Minister for Agriculture. Please welcome me in welcoming the Minister Maley.
Well, good morning everyone, and thank you, and it's great to be here amongst the backbone of the Northern Territory, our cattlemen and women. Peter spoke about new faces, and I think I am one of the new faces in the room. But just to give you a bit of a snapshot about me, I was born in the Territory a long time ago. I grew up in Howard Springs. I went to Howard Springs Primary School and then to Tamimman High School. I left school because I think school wasn't for me, and I did an apprenticeship as a motor mechanic. I worked on the tools for about 10 years and then went through a bit of a midlife crisis and went and got a law degree at CDU, and I practiced law for a number of years up here in a small family business. And then, a good or a bad move, I'm not sure, I got elected into politics about 4 years ago, and I'm here today. So I'm not sure if my career is going up or down yet. I'm just trying to work out exactly where it's falling. But what I can say is I've had very great experience in the Northern Territory, and I have a limited experience in agriculture. Unlike many of you who've lived and breathed it, my experience is managing a small 10-acre block at Howard Springs, a couple of polocross horses, a couple of dogs and some chickens. So I understand very briefly what your challenges are, and at least I've got a little bit of experience to try and understand what your challenges and try and support you, because I think what I'm hearing through the very powerful words have been spoken today is that you need a government, whether the Territory government or a federal government, to represent you. And I know that the Cattlemen's Association representing you very well, and I've known Romy for a long time. We've been chasing polocross balls around the paddock for a while. So I really appreciate the opportunity, and I don't need to tell the people in this room that cattle don't raise themselves. They don't feed themselves, nor do they move themselves around or get to the market. And a T-bone doesn't just automatically appear on the shelf of the supermarket. It takes long, hard days, flat tyres, broken gates and broken fences. But that's why we're here today. Here today to talk about backing the industry that feeds our family and keeps the Territory moving. The cattle industry is not just about numbers or economics, it's about people. And I've seen people here today from ringers, from managers, helicopter pilots, the whole crew, and that's what it's about. It's about the people who work in the industry. It's about community. Community built on hard work, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to the land. This industry is the heartbeat of our bush, driving jobs, sustaining families, and keeping the Territory moving forward. We're here to see the challenges that face you. I'm here today to look, listen and learn. We also know the incredible contribution you make to managing nearly half the Territory's landmass and nearly 2 million head of cattle. And that's no small feat. This is a billion-dollar industry run by a determined few spread across a vast, unforgiving landscape. You should be proud of what you built, and I can tell you the government stands with you, and I stand with you. That's why we've made a key decision to establish a standalone the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, a department dedicated solely to supporting you. From biosecurity to industry development, from land administration to market expansion, to putting agriculture and pastoralism in the front and centre where they belong. I've been out on the ground meeting producers in the top end and Central Australia. I've seen the sweat, I've seen the grit firsthand. I've experienced it myself. I'm listening to your concerns and I want to address a few of them directly. I know there's been a lot of talk about buffel grass and the proposed management plans. Just last week I was out on a cattle station in Central Australia where I met a family that's been in the cattle industry for 3 generations, and they told me straight up, buffel grass is essential, our roads are a mess, and the government doesn't always understand what life out here is about. I heard them loud and clear, and I know I'm speaking to many of them in this room. Let me be clear, we're here to make your life easier, not harder. And I understand that you want your government to set out of the way and let you do what you do best. We know that buffalo is vitally important for pasture and fodder. When it managed properly, it works well. And that's why I'm working closely with Minister Burgoyne to ensure no unnecessary restrictions are imposed on its use in pastoral areas. There is one thing we all agree on, that our roads can't be left to fall apart. I know how bad some of these roads have gotten, and we'll be fighting for the beef roads now, and when we and Minister Yan get together, we talk about roads, and we're going to make it one of our top priorities. We understand time is weight, and weight is money. Taking the long way around is just not good enough. The condition of our beef roads affects everything, from transport costs to safety, and of course, animal welfare. We're pushing hard to get the funding we need, and yes, we'll be taking the fight to Canberra to make sure that our beef roads get the investment they deserve. And we just heard from the Senator, and I think she's got our support. Live exports are the lifeblood of our economy and a critical part of our trade with Asia. We must protect and expand these markets, and I'll do everything in my power to ensure live export remains strong. I also want to acknowledge the live export class action. The delay in payment is unacceptable. It's an insult. Some of the people who fought for justice aren't here to see it. We will be standing up for what's right, and we will stand with you, and we will advocate for you, for Canberra, to ensure your voice is heard where it matters most. We will continue to fight against reckless decisions that hurt our industry. The last few years have seen a serious lack of engagement between the Northern Territory Government and our key trade partners, and frankly, that's not good enough. That's why we're here to change the game. Recently, my colleague, Minister Robin Cahill, led a strong delegation to Indonesia to rebuild and strengthen our economic partnerships. But we're not stopping there. In the coming months, I will also lead a delegation to Indonesia and Vietnam. And this won't just be a handshake and a photo trip. We're going to sit down with key decision makers and strengthen our export agreements and push for new opportunities. Our live export sector depends on certainty, and certainty comes from strong relationships. We will be working directly with the Indonesian and Vietnamese officials to ensure NT cattle remain preferred, trusted, and valued exports. And it's not just about live exports. There are untapped opportunities in processed beef, genetics, fodder crops, and even agricultural technology. We'll be working to open doors for territory producers who want to expand into these areas. And this won't be a government-only mission. We want industry at the table. We're committed to bringing cattle producers, exporters, industry leaders with us because no one understands the challenges and opportunities better than the people who work on the ground. We are committed to ensuring this delegation delivers real, measurable outcomes. This means securing better market access, reducing trade barriers, and expanding our footprint into Asia's growing beef market. We're also investing in agricultural innovation. Our 8 research farms across the Northern Territory are driving new advancements in herd management, biosecurity, and productivity. This year alone, we're putting $2.3 million into livestock research and development, funding over 30 projects in partnership with Meat and Livestock Australia and the Northern Australia Hub and Australian universities. We want to hear from you. Our research farms are here to support your industry, and your input is critical. If you have an idea about what we can do about the research farms to make them better and more relevant, please reach out to me or the department, because we're here to support you and we need your input to help us help you. Running cattle will always be the foundation of this industry, but we all must support the parcel diversification where it makes sense. We all know that seasons don't go our way all the time. When times get tough, having other opportunities on the land can mean the difference between staying afloat and going under. Giving you the flexibility to explore new income streams without unnecessary bureaucracy is a goal from our government. If there's an opportunity to make the better use of your land without interfering with your cattle operation, you should have the right to go for it, explore it. This is about giving you opportunities and not tying you up with more red tape. This also includes defunding activist organisations like we just recently defunded the Environmental Defender's Office. We're also stepping up our biosecurity measures. For example, we've rolled out the Territory's first Biosecurity Emergency Response Trailer, or BERT for short, to ensure we're prepared for potential threats like foot and mouth and lumpy skin disease should they arrive in the Northern Territory. We're taking proactive steps to ensure we can respond swiftly if required. This May, we're running an exercise Raintree, a large-scale emergency disease response drill spanning the NT, Queensland and WA. Working alongside industry groups, we're ensuring that our biosecurity systems are rigorous, responsive and ready to tackle any potential threat before it becomes a crisis. The CLP government is backing your industry 100%. We're fighting for infrastructure, investment and innovation in livestock and agricultural sectors because we want to see this industry reach its full potential and continue to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know one thing for sure: cattle don't raise themselves. You don't get million-dollar herds without sunburnt backs, busted boots and lots of early mornings. The cattle industry isn't just an economic driver, it's the backbone of our Northern Territory. It's a way of life. And as your Minister, I'm here to tell you the government is just standing beside you. We're standing with you. Cattlemen and women across the Northern Territory, you are our lifeblood, the industry is our lifeblood, and the land is our lifeblood. We see you, we hear you, we stand with you. Let's keep driving this industry forward together. Thank you.